When YouTubers destroy false accusations by Pexto.
From fighting Yahtzee accusations.
They literally said that the fact that I use Adolf Hitler and the fact that I use Nazi imagery, that's bad enough.
To being called a grapist.
This makes me sound like a monster, and if it did happen, I would be a monster. But this isn't how it happened. What did happen was...
Here are 8 YouTubers who had to fight off false accusations. Starting with YouTube street interviewer Jiang, who in July 2024 would be accused by cosplayer Laurel of filming her and her girlfriend Anne without their consent. Despite Jimmy's reputation as one of the nicest and most respectful content creators on the planet...
Wait, were they at like a con and they just got recorded? Was that it?
Laurel would accuse him of making inappropriate comments about her girlfriend's body.
A tall shorty with a fat O.
And then filming the couple despite both Laurel and Anne saying no multiple times, which he allegedly edited out. Many immediately condemned Jimmy. It's predatory, disrespectful, and downright disgusting. But on July 16th, 2024, the YouTuber would pull out the receipts.
That's not even my type.
Tall woman with big ass. JJK.
That's his type. And plus it was a JJK quote. If anything, you could really say I was just paraphrasing a fictional quote.
But the most serious part was when Jimmy played the unedited footage for all to see.
So as long as it's nothing sexual or weird, absolutely ask away. Yeah. What's up, guys?
Where did they say no multiple times? And just how
4K.
Up it is to falsely accuse someone of doing such things that they didn't do.
Following this,
they made it seem like he was like, can I record you? No. Can I record you? No. Can I record you? No, I said no multiple times. Like, damn.
Evidence, the public's perception immediately shifted. It takes one person lying to mess up an entire career, making Laura delete her original post and turn off comments on all socials in a desperate attempt to mitigate backlash. But while Jimmy luckily had video proof of his innocence, the accusations are only going to get worse. Like with PewDiePie, who got accused of being a Yahtzee sympathizer on February 14th, 2017. These accusations came after the king of YouTube...
I never watched PewDiePie, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I never caught up with any of this, dude.
...guys to record a video with an anti-Semitic sign.
Subscribe to Keemstar.
I don't feel good. I don't feel too proud of this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not anti-Semitic or whatever it's called. Okay, so don't get the wrong idea.
But while his audience believed he meant no harm, the Wall Street Journal didn't see things that way. And just 2 days later, PewDiePie would upload his first video addressing the allegations.
So, Wall Street Journal, a well-known, respected news outlet, posted that I, during the past 6 months, have made 9 videos that have anti-Semitic messaging in it. They used even me pointing my arm like this. Technically, they can use this as evidence as well, because that's what they did.
Wait, so they screenshotted him raising his hand, and then they said he... What the...
Joking. The Wall Street Journal did this. It's the most absurd thing I have ever heard.
Despite PewDiePie pointing out how baseless the accusations were, the media would double down on their position, prompting a second grim video from the YouTuber a week later.
May I just say that if you're gonna call someone a hero to the Nazis, you may want to double check if that's true or not. Because afterwards, you can't go, lol, just kidding. But the way the Wall Street Journal defended this was that neo-Nazi websites were supporting me, calling it the #1 PewDiePie fan site, which I obviously had no idea about. I don't, believe it or not, I don't go to neo-Nazi websites.
But upon visiting the website,
believe it or not,
PewDiePie would discover something that would finally make the media...
It's like having like a fan page posting your but then like saying stupid. That's why I hate fan pages and I hate all that. Like the virus VTuber ones, I hate all that. They're so annoying.
Back down for good.
It turns out the neo-Nazi website have changed their mind. Right now, they are the #1 Wall Street Journal fan site. Interesting. I don't believe Wall Street Journal has made a statement condemning these websites. So they must be a Nazi supporting website now.
His point proven, PewDiePie would return to his normal content creation schedule, although the experience did leave its mark on the creator, permanently affecting his relationship with Disney and YouTube. However, as bad as PewDiePie's false accusations were, they don't compare to the gaming YouTuber, SVB, who
I never heard of this guy.
On August 11th, 2022, would get accused by Twitter user Nia of being a and child predator. This came as a massive shock to Overwatch's community, as the player was known to be quite vocal about women's mistreatment.
Female gamers are consistently the target of a specific set of attacks and comments, and each of them are their own form of malicious.
Actually true, bro. I feel like girls always get it like bad, dude. They talk once in VC and it's just instantly dudes are like, go back and make me a sandwich, go into the kitchen. Head ass, dude, like stupid.
Or just start by spelling out what they are and why they're so alarming.
No, don't get me wrong. Hey, I'll cook her, but that's only if she try to cook me first. I mean, I'll cook her, but that's the only time she could. Listen, everybody could get it. I don't give a if you a dude, you got a coochie, I don't care who it is. You getting killed, bro. Stop playing with me.
Complete contrast to his behavior in front of his audience, Nia's post would tell a disturbing story of SVB, singling the 16-year-old out in a team coaching session, complimenting her, and then asking for a topless photo. Shortly after Nia's post, SVB would be made aware of the accusations against him on stream.
This is crazy, guys. This is actually crazy.
Wait, are they like fake messages or something?
It's crazy. People are faking screenshots about me. What did I ever do to anyone of this kind that they would... What?
They fake?
There's just no way.
However,
people
despite
are weird,
the YouTuber
bro.
denying the allegations, people would still be convinced of his guilt.
I'm watching person after person call me disgusting, a vile animal, a pig, someone that should be extricated from the Overwatch community, a vile, a groomer. Watch my reputation be dragged through the mud, I think.
Dude, anyone could fake a message. Like, in 2025, what are we talking about?
Would be an understatement.
The internet was about to burn SVB at the stake, but just 2 hours later, GG's everyone, this was all a fake and I am Nia. Just wanted to prove how easy it is to cancel someone and how cringe this community is. Nia would turn out to be a 14-year-old boy whose entire story was nothing but an elaborate lie, quickly changing public sentiment toward SVB. Despite his name being ultimately cleared, the incident took a toll on SVB and he would take a month-long break from his channel.
Jesus.
However, while SVB's accuser confessed to lying, White would not get that luxury.
Bro, White's video was actually so good. I feel like it was like, what, like almost an hour long, and he just addressed every single point and went through the whole video. You know
February 22nd, 2023, a trans man going by the name of Orion would accuse faceless YouTuber Quite of transphobia, gaslighting, and grape. These accusations shook the internet, sharply conflicting with Quite's reputation as an entertaining and authentic commentator.
I asked you guys what the lower half of my body should look like. I actually decided to just make it another hoodie for some of that
what the
good old symmetry.
In his post, Orion would explain that he and Quite had an extremely toxic friendship and on and off relationship since 2017, with Quite regularly gaslighting him and ultimately graping him in the backseat of his own car. This enraged a lot of people, prompting hashtag Quite as a grapist with tweets like, "Isn't it ironic how the gay furry comes out as a grapist? Quite, enjoy your last few hours on this platform before you delete everything and run away from everything." However, just half a month later, Quite would address the accusations in a 90-minute video where he was forced to reveal his face against his wishes.
In response to several allegations made against me, the most serious of which being that I sexually assaulted a former friend and ex-partner of mine named Orion in Orlando, Florida on February 18, 2018. This clip is of Orion describing the same day the assault allegedly took place in a video 4.5 years ago, where he has a very different account of how he felt about that day.
It was fun, and I distinctly remember him getting out of my car, but stopping midway and saying, "Just remember, I really care about you," and then closing the door, which made me feel really good.
Throughout the entire video, that clip is taken from a testimony given much closer to when the assault allegedly took place. The topic of sexual or romantic activity between me and Orion is not mentioned a single time.
Quite would then go on to describe what actually happened between the two, and shockingly, the abuse may have occurred the other way around. Quite and Orion were in a shopping center when Quite saw a plushie he wanted to buy for him.
In response, Orion said something to the effect of, "Okay, I'll let you buy it if you give me a kiss later." This was a weirdly identical mirror to a similar situation that happened over text the day before. Later that day though, Orion and I are in the driver's seat and passenger seat of his car respectively when the topic of the kiss comes up again. Despite my hesitance, I did kiss Orion once. That's it. That's all we ever did. Immediately after, I was feeling weird about it. I wasn't exactly enthusiastic about the event in the first place, and I didn't want to go any further with it, so we didn't. Not only
all they did was kiss,
did I never have sex with him, I have never had sex with anyone. Even as of recording this video, I am still a virgin.
After that,
yo, that's crazy. That's wild, bro. How do you lie that bad?
Revelation, Quite would finally address Orion's claims.
Dude, Orion lying crazy.
Intentional dead naming.
But in every message I've sent to Orion on Discord, Skype, through text or Twitter, here that I can still get my hands on, all of which you can look through yourself, you will not find a single instance of me A, ever misgendering Orion at any point, or B, referring to him by a name other than Orion.
But even after clearing his name beyond a shadow of a doubt, the situation would still be really hard on Quite.
My abuser has managed to make a permanent mark on me in a way
That's
he's
crazy.
only gotten to do it
Is Orion still around? Does anyone know? Or did they just delete their
before, but now gets to share with the public.
In the end, Orion would only be on the receiving end of public hate for a week before deleting his account. Quite himself would take a 5-month break from his channel, but fortunately returned, unlike Slazo, who was forced to abandon his channel entirely. On June 10th, 2019, the commentary YouTuber's ex-girlfriend, Shy, would accuse him of being controlling and verbally and sexually abusive.
Promise you, bro, chat. We talked about this a few days ago. I'm scared to talk to girls. If I'm being honest with you, I'm literally scared. The only time I ever talk to girls is about streaming. I'll be like, hey, do you like this new model? You like my mittens? Do you like this emote? And then I just disappear after that, bro. I'm so scared to like talk to any girls when it's not on stream. If it's not like recorded on stream, because dude, like you can say anything. Kenji, touch my ass. And it's like, I'll leave my house. How did I do that? You know what I mean? I'm real scared. You know what I mean? I have too much going on. I'm a super shy guy, but like I'm trying to support my family. There's too much that rides on it, and I feel like I'd rather not.
Shocking fans of the YouTuber's awkward but humorous on-screen persona. Shy's post would paint Slazo as an sexually demanding boyfriend who would become aggressive anytime she tried to refuse him and treat her as nothing more than an S object. With this, the Slazo hate began to pour in. Slazo is a piece of ish. Slazo is a big old grapist who has nothing to say for himself. There would be no response from Slazo except claiming that there was a lot more to this situation and that some of Shy's statements were straight up false. This prompted Shy to double down.
Ironic how I believe most of your audience is women, ? Y'all just watch me. Like, it's just YouTube videos and entertainment, right? I would never talk to you guys on some type of romantic type of level. I'm sorry. I would never. I'm genuinely scared of girls, if I'm being honest with you. Like, dude, you guys have so much power, it's actually scary. I'm actually scared of it, bro. And I know someone's gonna be mad at me for saying it, like, no, whatever. Like, bro, I'm sorry, dude. I'm good. It's really, really scary. Like, I can do, you know, like when we do confessions on stream, we could get some crazy person that joins in, says something, and then just like tweets some crazy, and then instantly I'm like some weirdo, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it could be some real crazy. And that's why we always do 18+. We keep it PG. Like, it's all, you feel me? Like, I don't like doing that. I'm so scared of it, if I'm being honest with you.
Posting another twit longer, just 2
like,
days
are
where
weird,
she
bro.
would point out that Slazo,
you know what I mean, them internet are creepy, chat. You seen the doxing situation a while ago? Ring a ding 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 ding.
The situation,
like, what are we talking about,
and that
bro?
some of Shy's statements
I'm
were
cool on
straight
that.
up
I'm
false.
so cool on that.
This
I'm
prompted
sorry.
Shy to double down, posting another twit longer just 2 days later, where she would point out that Slazo did not deny his actions or the claims. 18 days after the accusations first came out, Slazo revealed his side of the story.
Trey says that I got touchy-feely in a park and I was making unwanted advances while she was crying and asking me to stop. This makes me sound like a monster, and if it did happen, I would be a monster. But this isn't how it happened. What did happen was this was a very awkward but mutual situation, where she describes I moved her hands to touch me. She did that of her own volition, and she even mentions this in Discord messages from after we met up in person.
Addressing Shy's...
Wait, what? Let me see the DMs. Aha. Was that good? When I felt you a little? Oh my god.
Discord messages from after we met up in person.
Addressing Shy's claim that he touched her on her first date despite her discomfort, Slazo said,
We went into the cinema.
Dude, this got me worried. I'm gonna, anytime I'm with a girl, she try to touch me, I'm like, hold on 1 second, take out my phone. Do you want this? Say you want this? Like, I'm sorry, bro. I need video confirmation before I continue. I'm just saying, bro. Like, dude, hell no. I'm not doing it. That's why I'm not going to no cons. Because, like, think about it. Some VTuber runs up, oh my god, are you Kenji? Hi. Gives me a hug. Then a week later, they're like, oh my god, Kenji hugged me in the most inappropriate way. Oh my god. I'm not going to no cons. I'm not associating with anyone IRL, bro. I get IRL. I do that on that side, bro. I don't tie nothing to this. I'm cool, bro. You feel me? I got looks. I got that motherfucker IRL. I'm chilling, chat.
Had our first kiss, our teeth hit each other's, neither of us knew what we were doing, and I was willing to call it quits when she pulls my hand down and says to touch her, which is a pretty long way from how she portrays it in her version of the story. In fact, she was actually the one who brought up the entire idea.
But maybe we can have some fun in the cinema. Oh my god. Holy
of doing anything in the cinema. She also mentions later in the post that she's never been in a relationship before. This isn't the impression that I was under. I was under the impression from these screenshots here that she's had at least 2 boyfriends and 1 girlfriend before we ever met. So I'm not sure why she would say this.
Shortly after,
Jeez.
Shai would be revealed to be part of a conspiracy to remove Slazo from the commentary community, a mission she unfortunately ultimately succeeded in when the YouTuber abandoned his channel on December 17th, 2020. However, as tragic as Slazo's situation is, it's not the worst out of all people on this list. On December 1st, 2020, YouTube commentator Turkey Tom would post a video accusing fellow commentator Pyrocynical of knowingly a 15-year-old. These accusations came a month after Twitter user Ivory Rasmus alleged that 19-year-old Pyrocynical
was that furry ass? What the f did I just see? What was that picture?
used to exchange NSFW messages with him back when he was 15. But with Pyrocynical's popularity and down-to-earth nature, many of his fans immediately assumed these allegations to be false. It wouldn't be until Turkey Tom's video that public opinion towards Pyrocynical would begin to rapidly decline. Man, Pyrocynical almost certainly being a at this point is so effing disappointing, forcing him to address the situation on camera 18 days later.
Let me be very clear. I had absolutely no idea that he was 15. Ivory himself did not disclose to me directly that he was 15.
Yo, that hairstyle, like, that's giving Karen, bro. Holy.
The evidence itself supports this too. He didn't include his age in his bio until he was 16, but I was not on Twitter.
I'm sorry. He's probably cool. He's cool.
Between the 28th of December 2016 until the 29th of June 2017, as I was suspended. That I'm some kind of predator and was aware of his age all along. This is categorically untrue and a complete lie.
Pyro would then strengthen his case by explaining the true nature of his relationship with Ivory Rasmus.
We had some weird fantasy roleplay, but there was no sexual interest. There were no nudes exchanged. His name, his appearance, it wasn't important to me. I didn't even know what he looked like at this point. Ivory himself even struggles to explain how what I did was creeping.
How were you?
I don't know. I was in a call with my friend when I like typed it out, and I typed like, I remember I typed that and asked like, is that okay?
Despite Pyro's entire video being the literal definition of, I've won, but at what cost, the YouTuber moved on from the incident fairly quickly, unlike GeorgeNotFound, who never really recovered from his horrific accusation.
Oh, dude, I seen this a while ago. I stood away from it. I had no idea what was going on. Honestly, that whole Minecraft sphere, I just don't even give a about.
On March 9th, 2024, Twitch streamer KatieBugs would accuse an unnamed big content creator of sexually assaulting her.
Last year, at the beginning of summer, I was assaulted by a significantly older and popular content creator. I was freshly 18 and had just graduated.
Freshly? What the f is that? We got a corn title right now? Freshly 18-year-old.
High school, we were at a house party when we decided to leave. It was me, my best friend, and her other
white women scare me too.
Friend. This other friend was romantically talking to a really big creator at the time. He was also the best friend of my soon-to-be assaulter, and we were encouraged to drink some more as they offered the bottles to us.
I apologize.
They said they would join us in drinking and insisted on drinking games, and
all women scare you. True.
Drunk. I obviously complied. Out of nowhere, I felt him slip his hand under my clothes, sitting next to me on the couch in front of everyone. He disguised it with a simple, "Are you ticklish?" I coughed out a no. I stayed there for a while, hoping my stillness could make me disappear. I eventually had to stand up after many minutes for it to stop.
This content creator would turn out to be GeorgeNotFound, who would post a tweet acknowledging these allegations the same day, prompting many heated hate comments. GeorgeNotFound is a dirty effing creep. I wish I could take these things into my own hands. But just 2 days later, GeorgeNotFound would upload a video explaining how things really went down.
The first night that I actually met Katie, I was with Dream in his hotel room. Dream was in a group chat with 5 other people. These 5 people included KatieBugs, her best friend, and 3 other of her friends. They had already been drinking at this party before they arrived to the hotel room, and they had also been the ones that were asking to play the drinking games. We had previously been cuddling on this couch for around an hour, but I did place my hand on her waist under her shirt. Anytime that I did this, it was met with her either smiling, laughing, play fighting with me, and There was no reason for me to believe that she was uncomfortable with it.
In response, Katie would share a message allegedly sent by one of George's friends who was uncomfortable with the situation.
I'm currently watching George 26 cuddle with Katie 18.
Faced with this new information, George would make another video addressing the situation a few days later.
There is a text that is claimed to be from you.
Yeah, I didn't send that text.
By now, Katie's story was already losing credibility, and her next response would cement that.
He stuck his hand up my shirt, under my bra, and felt up, fondled, whatever you want to say. He felt up my tits.
It wouldn't make sense to leave out such a crucial detail in her initial accusation, and the internet did not miss that. Seeing that her cancellation of GeorgeNotFound,
I want to know how it went from he touched my waist or whatever to he touched my little old watermelons. Who was tweeting?
was not
oh my
working,
God.
Katie would delete all her accusations and vanish from the internet. But George's career still suffered, losing subscribers and even a Mr. Beast collaboration, much like M2K, who would forever be haunted by the aftermath of his awful accusations. In July 2020, Super Smash Bros. Player NextReady would accuse fellow player and YouTuber
Dude, the Smash community is crazy.
M2K of sexually assaulting another player in her sleep. This would be a massive surprise, as M2K is well respected in the Super Smash Bros. Community for his straightforward and honest nature.
I basically go through life like this, just doing what I need to, trying to be morally good.
But NextReady's tweet would accuse him of pleasuring himself and finishing on a sleeping female gamer named Rena-chan. Accused of such a vile act, it wouldn't take long for the M2K hate wave to take shape. M2K legit got away with so much heinous-ish in the community because people loved how quirky and neurodivergent every single one of his actions was. However, on July 4th, 2020, the YouTuber would address the
someone nut on me in my sleep, we're gonna have a problem.
Allegations.
There's a screenshot on Twitter that's a story that never happens.
I'm gonna suck it up and spit it back out at him.
Regarding me orgasming on Rena-chan, and that is a complete lie. Not only did that not happen, I can't even make that happen. Or the amount of difficulty it takes is so much more than you could imagine. Pretty much like my biggest secret that I just don't like revealing, but I feel like I just have to get out of the way. I was circumcised very, very badly as an infant, to the point that it's pretty much impossible. Pretty much impossible, or extremely, and I mean extremely, difficult to feel pleasure, orgasm, or any of that stuff. And that relates.
They his up! They his up! Oh, these doctors! They went too far!
I know, Jason. Take your time. It's okay. Take your time. It's fine.
Now facing a ton of backlash for his actions, NextReady would apologize for not verifying the accusations before going public with them and delete his original tweet. With that, M2K's innocence would be proven beyond doubt, but it was still a bittersweet victory.
Oh, I wouldn't say proven beyond doubt. Let me see some. Send me a pic. I'm trying to see a little something. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Jokes, my fault. Bad joke.
To reveal an embarrassing secret.
Apologies.